Good evening everyone and welcome back to some more of the Dusty Classic. This is episode number 54 and we start things off with the Hardy Boys up against the Funks. We've got Terry Funk there in the black and red sort of striped trunks. They're not trunks, pants, tights, whatever you want to call them. And we've got Dory Funk in the blue trunks with the black boots. And of course, Matt Hardy with the black and red trunks with the white cum stain in his hair. And we've got Jeff Hardy on the other side with the purple arms. That's everyone introduced. We are underway. The winner of this one will get the winner of our next match here this evening, which will be the Eliminators, Perry Saturn and John Cronus versus the Insane Clown Posse, the ICP. And it's starting off pretty one side in the middle of the ring with Jeff Hardy and Dory Funk Jr., but Dory able to grab a hold of the leg and dragon screw Jeff Hardy. Which is a terrible thing for Jeff to get because we know that both the Funks like to utilize their spinning toe holds. Does put a lot of pressure on the knees as well as the ankles. So to put damage on the legs early on is a very good tactic for them. Matt now with a clubbing blow in the back of Terry Funk, and once again Terry dropping back into the ring as Dory Funk flattens Jeff Hardy. Dory Funk now to the outside, gets himself a sledgehammer and straight into the gut of Jeff Hardy, and one in the spine on his way down as well, catching Matt as well, then right in the back of the leg of Matt Hardy, and Dory Funk Jr. looking pretty good here. Oh, until he got tripped over. I ruined it. Matt Hardy now with a table in his hand, but Dory Funk kicks him right in the gut and then into a Russian leg sweep. Big overhand strike there by Jeff Hardy, then in to the twist of fate, middle of the ring. And he's going up top. Is he thinking Swanton as well? No, I think he was, but Terry rolled out the way, but still got caught with an elbow in the back. Jeff goes up high once again. This time he does hit the Swanton bomb. And Dory Funk has got Matt, but I don't think Dory's even noticed yet. Now he spots him. Still not enough anyway. Terry Funk was able to kick out and then flattens Jeff Hardy with the boots. And here are those spinning toe holds then by Terry Funk on Jeff Hardy. Jeff able to survive it. Nice snap suplex as Terry Funk now in with a big power. That could be it. The big power drive by Terry Funk, that could be enough there on Jeff Hardy for the 1, 2. Matt's down. It's only a 2. Dory Funk now taking down Matt Hardy and working those spinning toe holds again. Jeff Hardy with a nutbuster. There is the pin by Dory Funk Jr., but Jeff Hardy was there to break it up straight away. And the Hardys looking pretty strong here at the moment. Matt now locking in the headlock. Jawbreaker there by Jeff, then clotheslines Terry Funk to the outside as Matt hits the twist of fate on Dory. Oh, it's only a 2 count again. Pin once again by Matt Hardy. Will this time it be enough? No, it's still only a 2. Holy hell. None of these guys want to stay down. We've seen quite a few big moves from both sides, and nobody wants to stay down at all. Matt gets taken down by Terry Funk. And Funk, oh! I think he might have hit him with a brass knucks there. Of course, it's perfectly legal in this match. Matt Hardy with a big DDT on Terry Funk, now into the neck breaker on Dory. Yep, we finally found Dory. Still not enough. Jeff dropping his body weight across the arm. Again, it's still only a 2 count. Backbreaker by Terry Funk on Matt Hardy. Terry Funk now wrenching back at the chin. Jeff breaks it up. Big knee in the face by Matt Hardy on Terry Funk. There's the pin, but I still don't think it's going to be enough to keep him down. It's not. It's only a 2. Jeff heading up top. Is he thinking swanton? Well, Matt with a leg drop. He's going to go in with a second leg drop. And then Jeff with a swanton. That's big. But they need to block off Dory Funk, and Jeff has not done his job again. They're so bad at this. They're so bad at this. They're so bad at actually protecting pinfalls. Dory Funk now into the pin on Matt Hardy. As Terry Funk just, oh, but they've got it. I don't know how they pulled that off. I was convinced over the last few minutes that the Hardys had this match won. It was just a matter of when, if not if. But it was enough for the Funks finally to pick up the win, and Dory Funk Jr. and Terry Funk move through to the 4th round of the Dusty Classic. And they are an absolutely classic tag team, aren't they? Well, there we go. Fantastic victory for the Funks, and we'll see them again in round 4. But who will they be facing in that round? We're about to find out as the Eliminators, Cronus and Saturn, take on the Insane Clown Posse, Shaggy 2 Dope and Violent J. And here we are then, John Cronus, as you can see there with the mullet and the silver trunks with the blue lining. We've got Perry Saturn, the other guy with a mullet, but he's got the tattoos on his chest. Slightly skinnier than Cronus, again the same attire. And you've got Violent J, who's the bigger man of the Insane Clown Posse there. Currently kicking away at the grounded Cronus. And you've got Shaggy 2 Dope, who's the bolder one, the skinnier member of the Insane Clown Posse. Currently fighting up against Saturn. Right, we're all introduced. Of course, the winner of this one moves on to the next round to face off against the Funks. If I got my way, I would like it to be the Eliminators. Again, I'm completely impartial, you know. As always, I'm completely impartial. However, I'm a big fan of the Eliminators, always was. I watched original ECW at the time, and... Well, I say I watched it at the time. I watched it a bit... It was weird back in my day. There we go. And there might be a few of you out there that same sort of age as me that remember this sort of thing. So in the UK, WWF and WCW were both on the TV on weird and wonderful stations in the UK. ECW don't think it was actually televised in the UK. Now, I only found out about ECW because back when I was growing up, we didn't get the internet until... the internet wasn't a major thing until I was about, I don't know, 12, 13. So to try and find ECW stuff, we literally, myself and Mr. PJ Tovey, went into our local town centre. We found a shop that was just selling wrestling videos. And the guy in the shop, we said we were looking for something interesting, different, and he introduced us to ECW. We brought a few ECW VHS tapes. Me and PJ Tovey watched them, and it was just amazing. It was so much different to everything else that was out there at the moment. And you saw, because of its popularity, WWE tried to take some of it on board. mean, with the hardcore division and stuff like that, they try to make a bit more ECW stuff go on. As did WCW as well. And a lot of the talents, of course, spread out as well. I think like the Sandman went to WCW for a bit, and obviously Taz and RVD and the Dudley Boys moved to WWF as well. The likes of Candido and Carino, and yeah, they've all been around and about. Oh. I don't know how I set off the old A. I was going to say it again, then I realised that if I say it again, she'll go off. You know what I mean? The thing that when you say their name, they start talking to you. Saturn now taking down Shaggy 2 Dope, and Cronus clubbing away as well. And Cronus flattens down Shaggy 2 Dope as well. Remember, we already know the winner of this one's getting the Funks in the next round. Then is Saturn trying to hold Violent J back while his partner got the pin, but it wasn't enough. And a lovely moonsault. Oh, that was by Cronus. He's a big man, but that was incredibly agile. Shagging with a big boot in the back of the arm. Oh, what Violent J's up to? Sorry, Shaggy. He pulled out a table and can't quite decide. He keeps throwing it on the floor and all sorts. Cronus again now. Oh, lovely. Lovely pump handle. Fall away slam, interesting really. Cronus re-enters the ring. With Shaggy 2 Dope down, it's sort of broken away into two separate singles fights now. Once again, Shaggy, I don't know what he's doing. He pulled the table out of the other side and decided against it, but now he's underneath the ring again, looking for a kendo stick, and he does slam it straight across the gut, and then across the back of Cronus again, and then against the grounded Cronus, who's just straight back up on his feet, though, completely no-sells it. Cornette will be absolutely devastated by that. Nice cutter by Saturn on the outside on Violent J. Violent J now sending Saturn face first into the ring. Saturn now a lovely vertical suplex on the outside. It's very balanced at the moment though. Cronus now taking Shaggy 2 Dope up into a powerbomb position on the outside. Absolutely brutal. I thought he was going to try and send him back into the ring then, but he sent him straight in to the ring steps instead. Cronus now taking him up onto the shoulders. And dropping him down. Shaggy now swinging punches at Cronus. It's a very back and forth match, this one. It's very open at the moment. Shaggy now sending Cronus gut first into the announce table as Violent J stalking Perry Saturn into a pop-up powerbomb. And it looks to me at the moment the Insane Clown Posse are very much in control of this one. If Violent J can get Saturn back in the ring, he might have an opportunity here to go for the pin. He does send him back into the ring. I mean, he hit that big pop-up powerbomb a while ago, though. He's taken a bit of time. But he is now up on the top, dropping that big elbow into the heart of Perry Saturn now as well. He does finally go for the pin. Shaggy 2 Dope has Cronus under control on the outside. I don't know what happened there. Violent J just decided against that. He decided to go for something a little bit different. He's going for some clotheslines now. Another big clothesline on Saturn. Back up to a standing base. And now he's looking up into a big pile driver as well. Code red on the outside by Shaggy. This is it. This has got to be it. ICP are going to get this, aren't they? They have indeed. The ICP go through another round. My word. I don't know how they're pulling this off. I really don't know how they're pulling this out, to be honest. Well, the ICP versus the Funks in the next round. Should be an interesting one. Insane Clown Posse. This is the biggest push they've ever had in their entire wrestling career. Apart from their own company, I should imagine. But there we go. That's the end of tonight's show. I hope you've enjoyed. Of course, if you have, hit the like, subscribe, all the other good stuff. And we'll be back tomorrow for some more of the Dusty Classic, where we will have... Let's have a gander. The Mexa Squad. Flamita and... Ray Horus, I think it is, or Bandito and Flamita, versus Ringkampf, Walter and Timothy Thatcher, and the Killer Elite Squad going up against the New Day. It's a strong one tomorrow, really strong one. Only 2 more episodes left of the 4th round as well before we get down to our last 16 and into the quarterfinals. Anyway, good night, God bless, all the other good stuff, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.